Hey everybody, this is Terry Runyan, visual artist and creative encourager. And this morning I was watching a video about advice for artists, finding your style and how to make it as an illustrator and all these different things that had to do with this goal. And what was occurring to me during this video was that it felt like in a lot of ways they were putting the cart before the horse. That we're trying to get a sense of what we're going to be doing out in the future based on an idea that we're having now. And this can never really tell us anything about what is going to show up in the future with our work. We can only move out from now and create what's occurring to us in the moment. And from this creating, our style and point of view come through naturally. They're not prescriptive. They're not something that if I do X, Y, Z, then I'll know what my style is. A lot of artists that are at the beginning, or even artists that have been creating a long time, still have a sense of somehow that they haven't found their unique voice. What I've experienced as an artist is that my style and point of view developed in the moment naturally. It was not something that I was able to go find. It's not that I didn't try to go figure it out and find it, but how my style ended up showing itself was through my creative process, through actually creating. So the main point I'm trying to make here is your unique voice, your unique style, your unique point of view is already something that's in you, and it is something that's expressing through you as you create. No one else will ever bring that unique point of view that you're bringing as you move forward with your creativity. So today I did think I might want to do some cut paper again. Knowing me, I'll probably throw in some watercolor and some pen work, and yeah, we'll just see how it goes. As of right this minute, I do not have a drawing, and I think I'm just going to go with that today. There's a sense of mystery to that that's pretty fun. I'm going to get my paper ready, and I'll show you what papers I choose. I'm just going to go in there and see what sparks my interest and go from there. So I got a whole big pile of papers that I've been collecting, painting. This is a textured piece of paper that I created with some acrylic paint. So I'm going to put that aside here. I love using monotone, kind of natural looking papers as well. Here's an awesome blue piece of paper. That's a stamp shape I made. You can use erasers or whatever to cut the shapes out, and then I did a repeat pattern. Some more paper that I love. Now I still don't know what this is going to be, so we're just going along here, picking our papers and seeing what happens. I know you guys see me work with old books. This was Jane Eyre, and I'm almost done with this book. I've only got a little bit of it left, but these old paperbacks get a really cool color to them, so I'm going to grab a piece of that and set it over here in my pile. Some interesting yellow paper. Polka dots. So right now I'm just cutting out random shapes. I've done this before, but every time I do it, it's a little different because, we're creating out of thin air here. So, okay, I'm going to turn on my camera now to show you the pieces of paper that I've cut out. I really have way too many pieces of paper, so I'm not going to glue all these down, but this is what I'm starting with. So while I'm messing around with these papers, I have a sense in the back of my mind that I am going to do some cats here. So if I'm going to be adding cat heads or doing something with cats, I need to be leaving a little bit of space here and there to be able to get those details in there. So that's sort of what's going on with me as I'm doing this, but most of it's just happening intuitively, for lack of better words. I'm not, looking at anything and trying to figure it out. I'm kind of just seeing what looks good to my eye. Now that will be different and unique to every person that's playing around with this. And that really is what happens when we move forward with our own sensibility, with our own unique point of view. And this starts showing up in your work as you create. So I'm going to go back to it now and see where it ends up. Okay, I've got it all glued down. And I got glue all over my hands. Just so you know, I just got this new glue. It's Elmer's glue stick called Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick. It is acid free. Apparently it's got a super strong bond, so you don't have to worry about it decomposing and stuff falling off your artwork. So I will link to this in the comments below, and along with all my other supplies down there. Okay, it's time for my handy dandy glasses, and I'm going to get started on the line work. So what's going on here as I'm drawing these cat heads is I want to vary my shapes just because it makes it more interesting for me and for anybody who might be looking at it. Now this isn't like a rule or anything, but the more variation we have in our shapes and colors and different things like that, the more interesting it tends to be. And then you just got to go with the flow of what you're bringing forward into the work and ignore anything I say that doesn't work for you. So some of these cat heads I'm really liking, other ones not so much, but I'm not caring about that as it goes through. I'm just playing with these cat heads and we'll see how it goes. These moments of thinking that what we're doing isn't good enough, these are the ones that come up for me anytime I actually start creating, and I just have learned not to pay that much attention to them. I just keep moving along because they're not telling me anything new, they're not telling me anything valuable. The heads are here on these bodies and they're not going anywhere. They're where they are, and I'm going to play with what they're doing and where they are and not worry about the rest. Okay, I've got this all done. Lots of cats here for Catterday. And, you know, these cats just happened. Got a lot of cat experience in my back pocket, so I'm kind of drawing out of that, so to speak. But it's part of what I love to do, so it's coming as part of my voice. Your unique voice will show up and is showing up for you whenever you start to move forward with your creativity. It's showing up even when you're not moving forward with your creativity. It is you. So you can let go of all this worry over style and point of view and trying to find yourself. Just play with your art as often as possible. If you could do it every day, that's really great. It doesn't have to be anything that takes a long time. You can pull out your sketchbook and do a scribble. Anything to get you moving with your creativity is what really makes the difference as you move along. So that's all I have for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. I also have all the links to everything I used today down in the comments below. And I'll be seeing you again soon. Have a great day.